welcome to Tell That to Kanjiklub. My name is Alyssa and this is Kyle. This is a Star Wars podcast where we talk about Star Wars news, movies, toys, and books, and everything else Star Wars.
Alright, so you want to talk a little bit of news? Not too much news this week, but once again, Force Awakens is coming on Blu-ray, DVD, digital download. April 1st, it'll be available for digital download, and April 5th, Blu-ray and Steelbook, DVD, all that, it'll be available. So we already pre-ordered our Kylo Ren Steelbook from Best Buy, so it says that it will be here on the 5th, so looking forward to that. And there are a couple folks that are already getting their DVD somehow. Maybe they have it inside person at Walmart or Target or wherever. But some of the deleted scenes look pretty interesting. The big one that I'm looking forward to is Kylo Ren in the Falcon, and it was released this week, a still of him actually in the cockpit, and that looks really cool. So if you haven't seen the movie yet, I'm sorry, but Kylo Ren is Han Solo's son, so him being in the Millennium Falcon cockpit is serious business. So we're looking forward to that. Only got a week and a half until that comes out. You want to talk some Rebels?
Okay.
So this last week, it was second to last episode. It was called Mystery of Chopper Base. And this was a pretty decent episode, kind of the calm before the storm, before we get our season finale next week. And I don't know what the hell that was, like a fly or something. But anyways, it was a pretty good episode. You kind of get hints that maybe we're going to be losing a couple of our characters. I'm almost convinced that Ahsoka's going to be gone. And this week, for some reason, it just kind of hit me that we might be losing Kanan. Just based on the goodbye that him and Hera had. And it kind of felt like the Han Solo Leia interaction that we had in The Force Awakens. So, I don't know. We're kind of prepared for Ahsoka to die, but not Kanan. So I don't know what I think of that. He's definitely one of my favorite characters of the show. So we'll see. So other than that, it was a great episode. We had interaction with some spiders that were on the base. They were pretty cool. They had to come up with a way to exterminate those. And so we have establishment of a base. And then there's some interesting music at the end of the episode. There's kind of Vader's music, and there's an interaction with like these flying creatures, and music's playing, and I don't know. It was just kind of odd. So, anyways, I mean, it wasn't really an action-packed episode, but I think there was a reason for that because we were going to be getting a ton of action next week. So 1 hour episode, Disney XD, Twilight of the Apprentice. And there's been some clips. There was a trailer of Ahsoka and her trials as a Jedi and her leaving the Order and her coming back. I don't know if you've seen that, but it was a great little trailer. Kind of ties back to the Clone Wars a lot. There's a lot of Clone Wars footage. And we got a trailer, more Darth Maul centric trailer with his interactions with Ezra. So you can, if you have Facebook, go to Star Wars Rebels or go to StarWars.com and you can find those mini trailers. So anyways, next Wednesday, Twilight of the Apprentice, season finale. Ahsoka's going down, and hopefully we don't lose Kanan.
That was the series now.
Not series, season. So we're ready to go for series or season 3. So that'll be interesting. I know you're not the biggest fan of Rebels, but we should definitely sit down and watch this one
I
come
like
up.
the last episode.
Last episode was really cool, and it's been getting better. A lot of people didn't like last week's episode with Chopper. What was it called? The Forgotten Droid. Just
I don't like that
yeah,
episode either.
not a lot of people like that one, but I mean, I do tend to defend Rebels a lot more than other people because I just really like the show, and I do like the Inquisitors. A lot of people seem to have a problem with the Inquisitors, but I like the Inquisitors a lot. I especially like the Seventh Sister. So, moving on, there's not a whole lot of toys out there, so I was unable to purchase anything. There's really nothing in our area, and it's kind of disappointing. I got up this morning, and I hit 4 Targets, 2 Walmarts, and a Walgreens, and I didn't find anything. And the newest wave with Han and FN 2187 and Django and Phasma, those are pretty steady. I've seen my fair share of those. I've seen probably a handful of each figure floating around, but the newest wave of the Snow Trooper, Luke, Ahsoka, and Kanan, they're not hitting. I don't know when they're going to start hitting. I'm seeing other people in California finding them, but definitely not in my area. And the most disturbing part is, not disturbing, just disappointing, is that the 5 POA 3 3/4 inch figures are not hitting as well. And I get it with the Black Series that, you know, they're more for collectors, so they're not going to be as readily available. But these 3 3/4 inch figures, they should be in mass abundance. I mean, they should be everywhere. It should be how it used to be, with just pegs full, just a ton of figures, and it's the same old thing. It's the first wave. It's Sarko Plank. It's Constable Zuvio. It's, you know, TIE Fighter pilot. It's a handful of same figures that are just setting on pegs, and it's I'm honestly at the point now to where I'm just going to start pre-ordering my figures, and I can go through with the ones that I don't want, and I can just sell them at cost, because it's a waste of time. It's a waste of gas. You know, I don't really think it's the store's fault. You know, what they have is what they have, and that's what they put out. I think it's more of a distribution thing with Hasbro. With the Pops, I mean, we have Pops. I mean, they have the Funko Pops at Walmart and Target, GameStop, Walgreens. They're everywhere. I was at Target, I think last weekend. It was the first wave of the FN 2187 that was coming in. And there was a ton of them, but for some reason, I don't know, through packaging or the placement of the product, every single box was damaged. So I ended up not getting it, but we'll get it eventually. They'll start to come in large quantity. So no toys this week, but my wife was at a Scholastic Book Fair festival, and she got me episode 1 through 6 of the Star Wars comic, and I made it 1 through 3, so I'm gonna sit down and read this. Heard it's pretty good, not as good as the Darth Vader comic and the Kanan comic, which I eventually want to start reading the Kanan comic.
Do you have the Kanan comic?
I don't, but I'm gonna wait till they come out with the
So you
like
have
the series
two of
itself.
those, then.
Well, this is 1 through 6. That one up there is just the first issue. So it's like yay big. This is 1 through 6 all in one. So that's it with that. So do you want to? Oh, well, our Funko Smugglers Bounty showed up. I don't know, when was that? Last week. We just haven't done a show. So we're gonna do a live unboxing and check out what we have. And this is the bounty, or no, this is the Cantina box.
Okay. This is this Greedo, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we have a. Is this a pin?
It's a patch.
Oh, okay. So we have a Greedo patch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then
So it's pretty cool.
Then we have this thing.
I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's a Biff, so it's probably figuring Deanne and the mobile nodes. It's a pin. So pretty much every box you get a pin. In the first box, you got a lanyard. So he's pretty cool. So he played in the cantina. Rito was at the cantina. What else did we get?
We have a Chewbacca pin.
Cool.
That's not a pencil.
Okay. So he's pretty cool. The figure itself looks like a pop. Big head, little tiny body. So he's pretty cool. So we like that one. So what do we get for pops? Why don't you do that one first?
Okay.
What's that?
Okay. So this is Ben Kenobi.
Okay. So on this pack, it's Ben Kenobi, not Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Looks like a girl right there.
There was an earlier version of Obi-Wan Kenobi that came out. So Ben Kenobi is in a different stance, and it's more of the cantina Obi-Wan that we know. So he's pretty cool. We like him a lot.
Okay, and then we also have the red Snaggletooth guy.
So a lot of controversy with this thing with the Smugglers Bounty. Apparently, 1 in 5 boxes has a blue variant Snaggletooth. And a lot of people aren't getting him, and the price of that pop is outrageous on eBay. It's kind of like how the Elite TIE Fighter pilot was with the inaugural box.
How much is it on eBay?
This guy right here, I've seen $120. You're looking at like a $9 to $10 figure, just because he has a. No, the blue one's going for like $100.
Oh,
this guy's going for $15, $10 to $15. But we'll take him. He's pretty cool, and I was expecting a different figure, like a Pondo Baba or a. I know they've already done Hammerhead, but maybe the bartender from the cantina, that would have been Wooher. That would have been pretty cool. But we're happy with that. So what's the final thing that we got?
Okay.
Alright, so we got a Wanted poster t-shirt, and ours is Pondo Baba. He's from the cantina scene in episode 4. And I've seen a couple variants of the shirts. I know that there's a Hammerhead one and there's a Han Solo one. I don't know if there's any others. I'm sure there's probably like a Greedo or whatever. But this is definitely the best shirt that they put out. This whole, like, just, it gives a description of the species and everything. Yeah, it's definitely the best concept that they've come out with. So, really happy with that. So, overall, with the exception of the first box, this is definitely the best box so far, and I like everything in it. It's a great box. So let's see, you have to have your orders in by May 15th. It's the Bounty Hunter box. They've already done a Boba Fett,
They never repeat
yeah, everything that's in the Smugglers Bounty is exclusive. Just be careful of that. But we've had a prototype Boba Fett. We've had a regular Boba Fett. I know we've had a boss, so maybe we can get like an IG-88 or, the other bounty hunters, even like a Cad Bane or something like that. That would be... It's okay. You just set it off to the side. That would be really cool. So I don't know if they're going to do one pop or 2 pops. I know that there's a lot of people that are aggravated with the fact that they're putting in a variant because it makes it hard for the collector. It's okay. It makes it hard for the collector to hunt them down, especially when they're going for $100 a piece. I know some of the stuff that they've released at like Comic-Con and toy fairs, stuff like that, is just ridiculous. Some of them go for $300 to $400, just insane. that's been the unboxing. So next week, probably Thursday, I'm hoping, we're gonna have a discussion about the season finale of Rebels, so we can talk about that, latest news. That's pretty much it for this week. So I'm gonna tell them what to do.
Okay, so after watching this video of the internet support group, go down and like, subscribe, and share this video to other people with Star Wars issues.
All right, so thanks for joining us this week on Tell That to Kanjiklub.